Hello there. So we are going to talk about Union Cabinet meeting that was held on 29 August 2023. So this was covered. This meeting was discussing Spotlight, which is a program that AI regularly does, and Shishir Sinha was a guest, who is an economic analyst, and Sonu Sood uh, uh, did did anchor this show. Okay, so what was the highlights of the Union Cabinet meet? So it was obviously held under Prime Minister Modi. Then in this meeting there was a cabinet note on Chandrayaan 3. One of the important decision was to reduce the LPG price by rupees 200. There are a lot of schemes which are introduced by this government that benefits women. We will discuss those. And as I said, this meeting also published a cabinet note for a space achievement that we achieved on August 23, where Chandrayaan 3 was uh, landed successfully on Moon. Uh, so let's get to the important decision where the LPG price was reduced by rupees 200. So this is a festive season, and uh, today is Raksha Bandhan and Onam. So on the occasion of Onam, it's like a gift to women community. Uh, so these are the women focusing festival, as we know, Raksha Bandhan and Onam, and considering the inflation that is 7%, more than 7%, this is a big relief to women community and indirectly to the family. Uh, if you look at inflation data, uh, the kitchen inflation is high. Kitchen inflation means that the things that we use in kitchen, like higher prices of food and cereals. So considering this, the reduction in LPG price by 200 is a big relief. So this will actually trigger uh, purchases as well. So consumer will use the extra money in their hand to purchase different things, so consumable items. And 200 looks like a very small amount, but if you look at a bigger picture, it will trigger a consumption, as it is effective saving for all. uh, it will benefit the overall consumption because of the extra money. For Ujwalla beneficiaries, there is an extra advantage. So there is an existing subsidy which is put in a bank account, which is rupees 200 for LPG gas. Now Ujwala's beneficiaries have to pay 200 rupees less, so the effective reduction would be 400 rupees for them. There are there are more than 9.6 crore subscribers of Ujwala beneficiaries. Ujwala is mainly targeted to rural areas, uh, where previously women was using traditional ways for cooking, which was health hazard. And because of the introduction of Ujwala scheme, they switched to LPG, and now the cooking is clean and less health hazard. So health of a woman is important, and that's why this LPG and Ujwala scheme was very important. Uh, then, as we know, government has introduced a lot of schemes for as a solution for challenges that women were facing. So one of them is toilet scheme, uh, which actually helps to reduce violence and harassment. Uh, then it empowered women. Uh, so government actually encourage uh, empowerment of women by giving ownership of house to women. Then drinking water, there were a lot of schemes regarding that uh, that help women. Uh, so a lot of schemes targeting, a few schemes targeting women benefits. So as I said, Ujwalla scheme was mainly targeted for rural women, uh, and it actually reduced health hazard. And if woman is healthy, family is healthy. So the second important thing that the cabinet made discussed was, or rather, it released a cabinet note on space achievement, which was achieved by Chandrayaan 2 on August 23. So India became the first to achieve landing on South Pole of the Moon with this mission. Cabinet passed a resolution, that is cabinet note on this. World is appreciating this particular mission, which was successful. So it will benefit nations in terms of getting data from the rover that is put on the moon. Uh, then it will obviously boost the rise of aspirants for the space studies in India and maybe all over the world, in schools and universities. uh, and obviously it will boost the business opportunities for India, where world will look at India as a more preferred nation for the space activities. Uh, we did have Chandrayaan 1 2. One was a failure, but 2 was successful, and heads up to ISRO for that. Uh, so this proves that in high technology sector, the capability of the Indian space sector is like level up. Everybody is appreciating that. The world is appreciating that. Uh, there are a lot of business opportunities now in the space sector, because India is one of the the ISRO is one of the cost effective solution provider. So reduced cost helps. So world is looking at India as a satellite launching pad, so that gives us business opportunities, and they will prefer Indian manufacture because of the cost-effective solutions. Uh, so in future we have Aditya mission for exploring the sun, so that is in the pipeline. And one of the good thing about this Chandrayaan 2 mission was, uh, there were a lot of women scientists. Then there were participation from tier 2, tier 3 cities scientists. So the inclusiveness was great. Participation from all the states, gender neutral participation. That means women were equally participating to men. So how it will benefit this mission? Obviously, uh, this will gather the data for agriculture and climate change. The rover that we put on the moon will get us a good quality data from the readings. Then obviously we have a motto of Festive Kutumbakam. So we are dedicating this mission success to the entire world. The data will benefit the entire world, and it will especially benefit the global south. So this will help the south-south partnership. uh, India is leading the way in the global south partnership. So one of the example is the COVID vaccination supply that India provided when to the global south countries. uh, and the price of the data is very low. As I said, these missions are cost effective, and that's why the price of the data is very low, and this will obviously help the global south. So suddenly one note that I want to make on Chandrayaan mission. So suddenly you see people or the countries going for for moon missions. So this is primarily because so earlier NASA had moon missions, but those were stopped, and NASA focused on getting to other planets like Mercury, Venus, uh, etc. But in recently the focus has shifted back to the moon. That is because one of the scientists from NASA uh, discovered that mm, there is a concentration of hydrogen on the south pole of the moon, and that means there are chances of having a water there or ice there, and having a water on the moon actually helps us in terms of settlement there, which will benefit us uh, maybe to explore the moon, and you maybe to use it as a uh, pit stop or some space station where for the astronauts which are exploring the universe. So that was the note. So this was a brief summary of the cabinet meet that was held on 29 August 2023. Thank you.